So Marvel has graced us with a whole slew of Marvel films that came out on August 13th. I already actually reviewed Avengers Endgame, and today I'm going to be talking about where it all started, Iron Man, the original. And if you didn't see my video review, don't worry about it. I actually reviewed it on a separate movie review that you can check out right here, and let's get into the video quality. This movie was given a 2K digital intermediate, so this is actually an upscale to 4K, and it looks phenomenal. And I really feel like people have been underselling how good this movie actually looks. Now, I would say that I am not the biggest fan of how the original Blu-ray looks. I feel like it's heavy in the grain department at times, and unnecessarily so. At times it can be a bit noisy with the grain, like during the Iron Man breakout scene with the Mach 1. And I feel like at the time people really praised that a little too much. And for me, this fixes all of my problems with that, really. And it does it so seamlessly. And I would just say that grain haters are going to like this one, because a lot of the grain has been fixed here. You can still see grain. Don't get me wrong. This was actually shot on 35 millimeters, so you will have it. But it is very tamped down and very controlled. I can tell that they spent their time on this. And detail is just wonderful. There are such sharp edges to specifically the close-ups here that it is really crazy that this actually came out over a decade ago, and it looks damn good. And you get so much detail with the close-ups, a lot of detail in the backgrounds of the surroundings, in the Iron Man suit. All of it is really, really well done. Clarity here is really great for the most part, and I would say that it is excellent, with the exception of some wide shots that do seem a bit soft. And one that is just like in my mind is the scene between Obadiah and Pepper, where she is hacking into Tony's computer, and there's like a wide shot where Obadiah walks into the room and sees Pepper, and when you look at Pepper, she is pretty soft. But other than that, I do feel like it is a sharp transfer. Black levels are excellent here, exactly what you want them to be. And as far as the HDR goes, you can see so much of the CGI really popping in this particular film. And I would say that it helps you. Actually watching the film, you can pick out what is CGI and what isn't now, because the CGI is really, it stands out a lot more. It is a lot more prevalent in this particular transfer, but in a good way. It looks excellent, and it is everything that you want it to be. And this movie, really, really just gets the full treatment here. I questioned giving it a 10 out of 10. I really did. I liked it that much. But I know that this actually deserves a 9 out of 10. So that is what I'm going to give it. But I will just say with the caveat that this is really, really good stuff. Almost reference quality as far as up conversions from actual film stock goes. And when you get into the audio quality here, we are blessed with an excellent Dolby Atmos mix. And I just want to preface this by saying that my old copy of Iron Man actually didn't have the DTS HD 5.1 mix that they put on the re-releases of that film, because I actually have the original version of Iron Man when it first came out. That is when I bought it, and it actually had a Dolby True HD mix. I I really don't like that mix. It is pretty soft at times, and it just wasn't that dynamic, and the bass response was lacking. So this is just unbelievably stepped up. And I mean unbelievably. Bass response here is aggressive. And I will say right off the top that out of all of the Marvel re-releases that they have done, and you know what? I'm putting Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther also. I'm putting that in there, even though they're not re-releases. I would say that literally the only films that beat this in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as far as audio goes, is, and I'm not even saying beat it, I'm saying contend with it, is Infinity War and Endgame, because this stands up to those. Bass response is excellent and rocked my house. I did turn it up 2 decibels to where I had it for all these other Marvel films that I have been reviewing for you guys, just because I want it to be just as fair to this one. And guess what? It held up. And speaker separation is excellent. It has just such a full range of sound on this. And when you're talking about just subtleties of sound that really form into just these big bombastic sounds, this just has it. Height speaker work is really good also. When Iron Man goes flying up into the sky, you can definitely hear him. When he's battling the 2 airplanes in that scene, you can hear it then. It is very well represented here. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It isn't reference quality material. I did still have to turn it up 2 decibels more than what I should have, but still, it sounds amazing when you do. And as far as the digital copy here goes, like all Disney films, this is a Movies Anywhere digital copy, which means that you can download this on iTunes and on Vudu along with other services. But if you download it on Vudu, then you get the 4K copy along with the Dolby Atmos mix. And when you get into the special features here, you get all of the special features that are on the original Iron Man Blu-ray, because you get the original Iron Man Blu-ray with this. So you get a little shy of like an hour making of doc, which is really excellent. I actually like it, and it really shows how difficult this was for Jon Favreau to pull off. And you can see it in him that he is sweating this and he's worried. And it's just a really cool thing to see a director showing vulnerability like that. It's not something that you see all the time. And then you get some deleted scenes, but that is about it. They are all on the Blu-ray, like I said. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 as far as special features goes. It's just kind of lacking in those regards. So getting into my last looks here, Iron Man is just a great kick-ass movie that has an attitude about it. It has a style to it. It has its own rock star vibe that is so hard to pull off and seem genuine. It definitely seems genuine here. Performances are outstanding, and Robert Downey Jr. is just gold in this movie and is the best thing that Marvel discovered through all of it. And if you didn't watch my movie review of Iron Man, I gave it a 9 out of 10. And as my final score of Iron Man in 4K Ultra HD, it comes out to a 31 out of 40. That is largely because of the lack of special features here, because this is a substantial step up from the Blu-ray. I know that some people don't feel that way. That's what I'm getting from other reviewers, but I don't get it because I noticed it so much here. And if you like this movie, pick this up. It is worth it. And enjoy, because I definitely did. So, coming up next on the channel, I do have to get into Iron Man 2 and then Thor in 4K Ultra HD. I'm going to be coming out with those super damn fast for you. So comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this if you actually picked it up. And subscribe if you like this content and you want to see more. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't even say it because you know it. And I will see all of you next time.